girl named Jennifer came to the clinic for a pregnancy test. You could just tell in the waiting room that she was nervous. She was sad. You could just see kind of distress on her face. And as soon as she sat down, she got emotional. And so I just looked at her and said, take a deep breath. It's okay. It's okay to be emotional. It's okay to cry. She had taken a couple of pregnancy tests at home. They were both positive. She was a high school student, so she wasn't thinking that, she was ready to be a parent. She had planned out her future. She knew what she wanted to do, and she was excited. I mean, you could see her face light up as she talked about the future and the plans that she had made, just the turmoil of the unplanned pregnancy. I remember asking her, are you a believer? Do you believe in God? And she just looked up at me, probably the first time she had actually made eye contact with me, with her eyes full of tears, and she said yes. So then I just started sharing scripture with her and just building her up and speaking life into her, and that God has plans for her life and that He isn't surprised by this pregnancy. At that time, I had an opportunity to share a little bit of my testimony that I too had gotten pregnant in high school. It wasn't the plan that I thought I had for my life, and I didn't know how my life was going to unfold. But with God's strength, I was able to still fulfill my dreams and become a nurse, which was my dream. And I just said, I think that you too will be able to fulfill your dreams. I was very real with her. I told her, there are challenges, but there's challenges with every situation. She told me that she felt like she had to have an abortion. She told me she didn't believe in abortions, but she didn't know what else to do. She did want to have a family, but she envisioned more the white picket fence story. So she was conflicted. I stepped out and ran the pregnancy test and came back with also a positive result. And she just started crying. At that point, we brought back in the family member that she brought with her, and they sat on the couch and just said, okay, it's okay, we'll get through this. And I said, can I give you a hug? And she just looked at me, and tears in her eyes again. She said, yes. It was the sweetest hug I think I've ever had. I mean, she just held me. I looked at her and I said, hold your head high, you're gonna be okay. And she smiled, and that was it. We made her an appointment. She really didn't say anything else to me. She came back a week later and met with the other nurse. Her countenance had completely changed. She had life in her face and she was smiling. She said, I've changed my mind. I've decided that I'm gonna keep this baby, that I'm gonna parent this baby. She asked her, can I ask you what made you change your mind? The nurse said that she and her family member looked at each other and simultaneously said, that nurse, Noel, is the reason I changed my mind, and I decided that I wanted to parent and I didn't want to have an abortion. And she said that if she had a girl, she thinks that she would want to name her Noel after the experience that she had with us. It makes me feel extremely humbled that God would use me and my testimony and just use me to be able to save a life and help somebody. Very humbled.